8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
Up here at the Johnny P. Ricker, that's it behind the net. Toros facing off against the Peterborough Peaks here on this Wednesday night. They already know they're in the OMHA playoffs. Just where they're going to wind up is the question now. They're on a good roll right now. That goes behind the net. Playing tonight for the Toros will be number 32, Logan Jackman, and inserted into the game will be number 61, Colton Neely. Called up from the minor PWA. That goes down the ice, picked up there by Menko. With a late pass, that's going to dump right into the corner as it goes behind the net. Starting it up through center, Perot trying to stay with his man. As it goes back behind the net, Hazelton tries to tip it out, gets kept in from the line. Quick shot on net. There's the first shot for Foreman, and he'll hold on to it. Face off to the left of the goal. As it's back behind the net. Up there for Perot, they tried to chip it out. Perot gets it past the man. Hannon trying to get to the loose puck. Jack Hannon had it stripped off his stick, and now the Toros get to come in the other way. Number 19 up through center, that's Mailer. Mailer trying to get around Hazelton, will sweep it in behind the net, right in behind the goal. There's a battle there in the corner as it's getting picked up there by Taylor, leading it up. And that pass is going past Edwissel at center. Starting it up into the zone comes Mailer in over the blue line, stays onside. Mailer tried to get around the check and sets it up in front, taken away by Sabrizi. Moving it to the other side, Cameron Ryan trying to pick up the loose puck. And he comes from the blue line, gets taken down there at the blue line in the Peterborough zone. Shearer back in his own end. We'll move it to the other side for forward as they're going to dump it past Rusler down the ice. Back into the Peterborough corner, back in behind the net as they try and fire it around there out of their own end. They're going to lead pass up through center. That was over the reach of number 91 who tries to catch it up. That's Cooper that rolls right under Foreman for a stop. Face off to the right of the goal. Trying to win that draw. Pro trying to get around McKenzie. Picking it up there is Cameron Ryan as he tries to tip it into the zone. Sabrizi turns it over there. As Peterborough's got it out of their own end. Coming up through center they come. In over the Eagle symbol. As he puts it into the corner. Right back and behind the net goes forward. As he tries to dig away at it. Kept in from the line. Quick shot on net. That's going to get blocked out in front. Another quick shot. Got blocked out in front again. Turning around and with another shot. And that's 3 block shots in a row for the Toros out in front of the net. Not allowing anything to reach the goal against Foreman as Sabrizi dumps it down the ice. Number 20 with a nice pass up through center. They try and chip it out of the zone. Over to the other side. Picked up there by number 8. Trying to take a shot. Caught there by Foreman. And he'll hold on to it. Face off. Off to the left of Foreman. As it's up in the zone. Picked up there by Menko around the boards of goose. Colton Neely out there now, number 61 with the lead pass. Picked off there by Wade who tried to take a shot, got taken off his feet. Back in behind the goal. Number 18 trying to win that battle in the corner. Picked up there by Aiden Howard as he picked it up. And he couldn't get around the check there of number 92 on the other side. Swept back into the zone. Peterborough looking for the quick shot. That's going to go wide. Played almost 4 minutes here in period number 1. Colton Neely with a pass to the other side as they're going to lead it up into the zone with Aiden Howard. Howard trying to get around the check. Aiden Howard with a nice play off the boards, but it gets picked off there by Peterborough and they start it up into the zone. Rolling right down the ice. It'll be an easy stop for Foreman and he'll hold on for a face-off. Greg is going to take the draw here for Peterborough. That shot's going to go wide of the net. Take a bounce in behind the goal. Toros trying to bat away at it in the corner. Picked up there by Maddox as he fires it around. That's going to come to the other side for Perot as he tries to get it past Greco, throwing it at the net. Number 11, Greco's digging away at it. Greco couldn't get the shot through. Back comes Hannon and Perot the other way. Perot trying to get in there. Going to drop it back to the line. Taylor setting it up back to the line for Maddox. Tries for a shot. That's going to get blocked out in front of the goal. Another quick shot out of front. Toros couldn't bury it right in front of the net. That was Aiden Howard with the opportunity as that goes down the ice. Maddox trying to pick it up in his own end, but he's not going to win the race. Quick shot is going wide of the goal. Maddox tries to fire it around. Knocked down by White and dumped off the boards. Mailer's got to go back in his own end. Whitney over the other side for Leeson. Leeson into the zone. Dropped it back through number 88. That is number 88 trying to dig away at it. Ryan is digging in there as well. Number 10 for Peterborough. Trying to get it free, and it finally gets covered up there and behind the net. A draw that's coming off to the right of the Toros goal. Hannon win the draw. Ford takes it behind the net. As they try and move it around there for Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi with the lead pass. Getting it up there for Cameron Ryan. Trying to get into the zone is Cameron Ryan. Drops it back to the line as they try and walk it out of front. Quick shot. It's going to get stopped there in front. Back in behind the goal. Peterborough take it back in their own end. That's Lane in net for Peterborough. As that goes down the ice. Picked up there by Gage Ford. To the other side as they try to start it up for Sear and Sabrizi. Passes over Cameron Wright, Parker Rusler's stick, and Peterborough just sweep it back into the zone. Ford will take it back there. Back in behind the net. Picked up there by Simon in his own end. Simon with a pass. Try to get picked up there and swept in. Sear. Try to pick it up there. Hunter Sear into the zone. Try to get around the check. Scored a big goal against Oshawa. He evened things up before Perot won it with about a minute left in Oshawa. Back to the line for Cole. Going to pull it back down low as they try and walk it out of front. Finds the back of the line for Davidson with a shot. That's not going to reach the net. Put another quick shot out front. Stopped it by Lane. Pulled nearly on the rebound. Tried to slide it in. And it just went wide of the net. Staying in the zone though. Trying to win that race. Back in behind the net with a late pass. That one over the stick of number 91. Trying to pick it up there is number 91, Cooper. Battling that in at the Toros bench. Sear back in his own end. Davidson. Over there for Aiden Howard as they tried to sweep it into the zone. Connor Cole couldn't go with the puck. One over the stick there of Aiden Howard. Moving it over to the line. Number 88 takes it back in behind the net. Taking away at it is Ryan. Trying to dig it free out of that corner. He's going to wind up with a shot. That's going to go wide. What a perfect opportunity for Whitney out in front of the net from the slot area. Just fired it wide to the left post as it's back behind the net. Going to set it up there for Peterborough from his own end. Ryan looking for the pass. That got broken up. That shot is going to hit a player out in front. Leeson goes for a shot. Right past stop as it came out quick to make that save. Coming out front is Ryan. Ryan looking to throw it out in front for Whitney. Gordon nearly dumps it down the ice. And it'll go for icing. Behind the net for Maddox. Just back behind the goal. Trying to dig it free is Taylor. Taylor with a late pass for Hannon. Trying to get up into the zone. Just out there to Peterborough. Trying to get it out past the blue line. Sliding it in back to the line for Hazelton. Back in behind the net. As we got it in behind the goal. Late pass over the stick, and it's going to be picked up there at the other end. They try and get it in there over there for Hannon. Jack Hannon will watch the puck. 25 seconds left to go here in period number 1. There's a quick shot from Whitney going behind the net. 20 seconds left. Peterborough put on a little bit of pressure here to end period number 1. And I've had the opportunity. Foreman's come up with a big stop. Throwing it up there for Sabrizi. Sabrizi tried to get a shot away. Just missed. He tried to pick the left side and just missed off. That'll be the final opportunity of the first period. And let's see here. Can get a shot through, but he can't get it through. Amazing the Peterborough players. It's 0-0 after the first period. With the draw to start off period number 2. Leeson will take the draw here for Peterborough. Wins it against Kevin Ryan. Back to the line. They pass for Whitney. Tries to get in. Whitney dumps it off the boards and behind the net. Ryan trying to get to the loose. Roosevelt tries to get it out of the zone. Ryan trying to get it in. That's in behind the net for Whitney. He tries to get it out. Ryan throwing it in front. Trying for that quick backhand. Can't get it away. Roosevelt tries to find the loose puck. Tucker Roosevelt from center with a late pass for Kevin Ryan as he leads it in. Kevin Ryan drops it back there for Roosevelt with a quick shot. Left pass save. Rebound out of front. Just hopped over the stick of Sabrizi. As they try and keep it in there. That goes down the ice. And it won't be an icing call. It goes back in behind the goal. Sear from his own end with a late pass for Kevin Ryan starts into the zone. Drop pass for Roosler. Parker Roosler shot. Left pass save. Rebound out of front. Trying to poke it in. Couple whacks away at it, and Lane has got it at the front of the net. Although it did look like it was loose at the front of the goal, and it might have been a quick whistle by the referee. Face off coming off to the left of the Peterborough goal. Run there by the Toros. Quaid tried to get it out. Couldn't do it. Backhand from Aiden Howard into the corner. Goes Jones. Jones can't get it out past Minko with a quick shot. That's going to miss wide of the net. Back behind the goal goes Legresley trying to dig it free. Lost it to Connor Cole. Aiden Howard setting up in front. Looking for the pass. Connor Cole setting it up. Aiden Howard chipped it to the goal, but it was out of the reach. Around the boards it goes for Greco. Trying to get Quaid, Tipped it in front. Nice tip there from Connor Cole. Went high and wide. Called Neely on the loose puck. Neely throwing it back. Couldn't go. Kept in by Davidson. James Davidson tried to hold the line. Picked up there by Jones. Went over his stick. Aiden Howard with a nice play to get it over for Colton Neely. Backhand shot. Stopped there by Lane. Big opportunity for Neely out in front of the net on the backhand. In behind the goal goes Jones. Jones pass is going to get picked off there by Taylor. As now it's going to be Jones back the other way. Jones from the blue line leads it in. Going to drop it back to the line. Try for the quick shot, but Aiden Howard couldn't get it through to the goal. Hannon will pick up the loose puck. Jack Hannon from center, turning up the speed, getting in the zone. Trying to shoot it, and that one's going to find the glove of Lane for a face-off. Off to the left of the goal. Getting one there by Peterborough. Miller trying to fire it up there for Simon. Simon up into the zone for Greco. Going to sweep it in behind the goal goes Greco. As it goes behind the net for Simon. Simon tried to walk it out of front, but there was nobody there to take the pass. It's in behind the goal. It's over there in the left corner. Peterborough tried to get it out. That was Greco trying to throw it to the net. And the opportunity to go now. Kept in at the line. Nice play to hold it in from the blue line. Perot trying to find a lane. He had Hannon off to the races, but the pass got broken up nicely. Here comes Simon with a high shot that's going into the corner. Foreman will steer it aside, back in behind the Toros net. Hazelton with a nice move to get away. Fires it around the boards. Try to get it now with Hannon. Jack Hannon couple walked away at it. Tried to get it out. Knocked down by Sturge at center. Sturge to the other side as they try and get it in there from the line. They got poked off a stick by Taylor and they come back the other way. Up there for Perot. Nicholas Perot in over the blue line. Tried to take a shot with some nice moves in. Score! A highlight goal by Nicholas Perot. Face off. Face off in center. Picked out there by Ford. Takes Ford. Nice play by Cameron Ryan. Stays onside. Throws it in there. Right pad stop there from Lane. Right back behind the goal. Cameron Ryan will take it behind the goal. Trying to move it out of the zone. Comes Simon. Simon, number 92. Up into the zone. Number 20 will dump it back in behind the Toros net. They're going to try and pick it up at center. Pick it off his feet. Quick shot. That's going to go wide of the right post. Trying to chip it in there was number 92, Hyman, who takes his man down in the corner, and I believe that'll be our first penalty of the game for the Toros with a 1-0 lead and a power play coming up. Draw that's coming off to the right of Foreman. Going to get cut by Jones, but takes it away. Actually, it's a Toros penalty, so the Toros have got to kill off a penalty. My apologies on that. Quick shot by Sabrizi as he tries to start something short-handed. It goes down the ice. Over to the other side. Picked up there by Simon as he comes in. Knocked down there by Greco trying to shoot it. Greco, what a nice catch there by Foreman as Greco got to the slot area with a nice shot. But Foreman came up with a better stop, catching that opportunity from the slot area. A draw off to the left of the goal. Face off one by the Toros as Menko tries to ring it around. Late pass for Cole was out of his reach. Rolls down the ice into the corner. Back in behind the net goes LeGressley on the loose puck. LeGressley fires it around. That's going to be the opportunity to go now up their center. We've got Whitney joining the rush as well, but he just pumps it down the ice as Menko held him up. Nice defensive play by Thomas Menko to hold him off there and make sure he didn't make his way around him. But Peterborough still in there, still buzzing at the net, but couldn't get the loose puck down. Pass for Gressley. Here comes Connor Cole. Cole, short-handed, tried to get a shot through. Left pad stop. He might have got just enough of his toe on that. Nice stop there by Lane. LeGressley. Picked off there by Colton Neely, who read that well. Neely getting up there with Sabrizi with a quick shot. Blocked there by Jones. But it did roll right to the net and went wide. Picked off there by Sabrizi. Tried to chip it in there. It got knocked down by Peterborough. And they started at their own end. Led by LeGressley and over the line. Turning it over to Neely. Ethan Maddox will take it back in his own end. Nice play by Sabrizi. He'll dump it the rest of the way into the corner. Colton Neely, first one on the puck. Trying to spin around the check of Miller. Neely trying to keep control of it. And had it stepped off his stick there by number 18 over to the other side. Nice cross-ass pass for number 10, Ryan, with a shot. And it was a blocker save there from Brett Foreman. Still in the zone, the Toros have killed it off. They've killed off the penalty to Gage Ford as that goes behind the net. The battle there in that right corner as they try and dig it free. Number 18's digging away at it as well. Captain there by Entwistle, whose shot is going to go wide of the net. Colton Neely will take it behind the goal. Hazelton. Entwistle. Shot. Right pad stop there. That's Foreman kicked it aside. Hazelton tried to get on Hyman in the corner. Hazelton's going to hold Hyman in the corner while Peterborough come up with a loose puck with a quick shot. Caught there by Foreman again as he seems to be on his game so far. When he's been tested, he's come up with some big saves with the glove hand, including a couple here in the second period when Peterborough was putting the pressure on. And it'll be a draw that's off to the right of the goal. Greco. trying to win the draw. Back into the zone. Hannon trying to win the race versus Sturge. Picked up his stick by Perot. The only goal scorer looking for more. Shot. Right pad stop there from Lane. Perot takes it behind the goal. Trying to spin off the check there at Sturge. As Peterborough come up with a loose puck. Up there for Simon. Simon tried to split the D. He'll take it at center. Simon ran out of real estate. Dumps it back behind the net. Where Ford has got to ring it around there for Perot. Nicholas Perot with a nice steady backhand. Dumping it down the edge. Here comes the opportunity. Sturge took a spill. Here comes Taylor on his own. So it's been two highlight goals for the Toros as them up 2-0. First it was Perot, then it was a nice move there by Trent Taylor to make it around Lane, and then slide it into the open goal to make it 2-0 as that's behind the net. LaGressley over to the other side for Whitney over his stick. Kept in there by Sabrizi as he tries to get away in the corner. Cameron Ryan digging away with it with Sabrizi as well. Kept in by Sear, but his shot is going to go wide in behind the net. Leeson with a nice pass as they try and start it up. Moving it to the other side, picked up by Rusler at the blue line. Toros are in offside. Cameron Ryan will take the draw. Gets one there by the Toros. Parker Rusler will pick up the loose puck. Try and get in the zone. So that's Sabrizi dumped it into the corner. Sabrizi will beat behind the net. Rusler will try and take him off the puck. They pass for Quaid as they get up in. Hyman will take the pass, but the pass to the other side was trying to get picked up there by number 18, who takes it behind the goal. Tried to throw it at the front. There was nobody there to take the pass. As it's in behind the net, the Toros try and ring it around. Picked up there by number 92, Hyman. Sabrizi gets away, trying to get away from Jones. Splits Jones, but lost the puck. Rolls in. Lane made the first stop, but couldn't control the rebound. That one he will. As Sabrizi got another shot at it, but Hyman was able to hold on to the loose puck. And there'll be another draw that's off to the left of the Peterborough goal. And it'll be Connor Cole that takes the draw versus Greco. And Greco wins the defensive draw. Mailer fires it around for Simon as he tries to get it out. Knocked down by Hayden Howard as they're battling away at it. Simon fires it around to the other side. Colton Neely read that play well, kept it in the zone. Backhand got knocked down out of front. Still in there for Connor Cole with a shot going wide at whistle. Then behind the goal. Hayden Howard battling away at it, trying to get it free. It got taken into the boards there and behind the goal by Greco. Mailer trying to fire it around as it's going to try and get kept in there by Hazelton from the line. Jack Hazelton returning after being sick in Oshawa. It seems to be the thing that's going around now is Logan Jackson's had to miss this game due to illness. Hazelton moves it to the other side, getting it up there for Connor Cole. Connor Cole dumps it into the zone, knocked down by Mailer. Cole digging away at it, trying to get it free for Hayden Howard as Cole still tries to keep it in. Hayden Howard with a nice flip, dumps it into the corner. Picked up there by Taylor, trying to walk it out of front. It was taken wide there by Whitney. Hannon will fire it behind the net for Chet Taylor as he tries to pick up the loose puck. Laid in by Greco. Taylor trying to spin and fire. He's going to get that shot away, but finally was knocked off his stick by Hannon with a nice defensive play. Jack Hannon a shot. Got blocked at the front. I believe that was Entwistle that tipped that shot. Knocked down by Ford. Gage Ford a shot. Goes wide of the net as he tried to find the top shelf. Taylor at the front. There will be Ford again, trying to get his backhand away. This one he's going to dump into the corner for Peterborough. As it comes around the boards there, trying to pick it up around, knocked down by Ford from the line. Gage Ford a shot, is getting knocked down out front. Again knocked down by Ford. Trent Taylor tries to go with it, sending it out of front, had taken off his feet and dumped down the ice. And that will go for icing. 3:41 left to go here in period number 2. The Toros have staked themselves to a 2-0 lead on goals by Peterborough and Trent Taylor, both highlight reel. Cameron Ryan into the zone, trying to add to it, drops it for Rizzler, tries for the shot, that's going wide. And in behind the side, kept in by Menko. Thomas Menko will fire back in behind the goal for Rizzler, trying to set it up there for Cameron Ryan, but the pass was out of his feet. Back in behind the goal for Rizzler as he tried to bounce it out of front. Cameron Ryan's on his own shot. Left pad save. There's a rebound out of front. Couldn't get pounced on. Menko's shot. That's just going to roll wide as they hit the defenseman out of front and just roll wide of the net. Sabrizi will be on the loose puck, taken down there by Ryan. Sturge can't get it out. Onto the stick of Davidson it goes. Rizzler and Cameron Ryan battling away at it. Lead pass over the stick and knocked down by Menko. Over there for Davidson, who sweeps it into the zone. Picked off there by McKenzie, who dumps it up through center, and Whitney will dump it the rest of the way in behind the Toros net. Bad pass, turnover caught there by Foreman as he bails out the defenseman on the turnover behind his own net. Hyman will take the offensive draw for Peterborough as it goes behind the net. As it's going to be lead pass up through center. Picked up there by Connor Cole, trying to get away. Went over his stick and Simon tries to pick it up. Here comes Colton Neely with some nice moves in the zone shot. Left pad save as he kicks it aside into the corner. Aiden Howard digging away at it. Colton Neely trying to find some room out of front. He'll take it with a shot. Left pad save there from Lane. And Colton Neely, who's had a couple of opportunities here, showing he can be a pretty good force when he gets called up to the AA. Cole takes it back in his own end. With a late pass for Aiden, for Colton Neely, who dumps it down the ice. That pass to the other side for Jones was out of his reach, and Aiden Howard will pick it up at his center. Knocked down by Colton Neely, but the puck got away. Late pass for Quaid was over his stick, as that's going to go down the ice. And not have enough for ice, and Jack Hazelton will take it back in his own end. Moves it to the other side for Aiden Howard. As he tried to get it in, got knocked down there by number 97. That's Simon who fires it behind the net. They try and walk it out of front. Taking off his feet. Nice defensive play there by Maddox. Lisa Maddox tried to move it out. Gets it over there for Colton Neely, who did the other side for Aiden Howard. Howard leads it in the zone. Dumps it down the ice. And Lane kind of played that with like a hand grenade, but he still made the stop with a left-hand save. Doesn't matter how you stop him as long as you do. Connor Sear shot. Got blocked out in front. Over to the other side for Simon. Simon leading it up there, number 97 for Peterborough. Into the corner it goes. Connor Sear trying to fire it out. Greco trying to walk it out in front. It goes behind the net. Connor Sear took his man down. That'll be a penalty. Coming to the Toros and a quick shot. That was a perfect opportunity. Pro will touch it up, and it'll be a penalty coming up here in the corner, and I believe it's going to go to Connor Sear. Peterborough gets to go to power play on the penalty to Sear, and I believe we might have a penalty coming off the draw. No, it's just going to get moved out past the blue line. Taylor to take the draw now, as he's got the right position for the face-off, trying to win the draw. Menko takes it back in his own end. Back behind the goal goes Davidson. For the loose puck goes James Davidson. Moving it over there for Perot, trying to find a lane. Dumps it down the ice. Taylor trying to catch up to it. Short-handed, can't get around Mailer, who came back defensively and swept it away. Ed Whistle. Can't go with the puck, because that's the end of period number 2. As we get ready to drop the puck for the period number 3, the Toros have a 2-0 lead with 2 beauty goals by Perot and Taylor. But it's a Peterborough power play to start the third with 1:29 left on it right now. try and start some damage. That goes beyond the net. Right now, Peterborough are out of the OMHA and have no chance to get in. Right now, they're playing the spoiler against teams like the Toros or anybody in the top 4 right now. Peterborough are going to have a busy month of January. When they started January, they had 8 games left to go. Taylor tried to get it out, and he scoops it past third and comes down the ice. And one of the other games they have will be against the Toros. That'll be the Toros' last regular season game, and that game is going to take place on the 21st in South Curtis. Trying to get into the zone. Taking off his feet. That'll be a penalty coming up here. Down the ice. That'll be a Peterborough penalty coming up here as McKenzie touches it up. A draw that's coming off to the center. Jack Hazelton moves it to the other side for Aiden Howard, was out of his reach. As they try and pick it up there is Quaid. Picked up there by Maddox as he moves it to the other side for Jack Hazelton. Hazelton gets it into the zone for Connor Cole trying to get away. Connor Cole's in the zone with a shot. Hits it in front and they score right in front of the net. I believe that was Aiden Howard in front of the goal. The tax in on that career goal. It was a big goal because the penalty was still going to steer. So the goal that's allowed to make it a 3-0 lead here for the Toros. Takes off one there by Simon as he kicks it back in his own end. With a late pass, they're going to lead it in for LaGressley. LaGressley lost the puck. It goes back in behind the net. Back goes Hazelton to pick it up. Jack Hazelton with a late pass. They try and get it up there for Cameron Ryan. Cameron Ryan into the zone. Lost his footing. Sabrizi tries to get in there. Back to the line it goes. Tried to get a shot through. Tipped it in front. Cameron Ryan got his stick on it, but couldn't tip it past Lane out in front of the net. And we'll get a draw just off to the right of the Peterborough goal. Getting one there by the Toros. Sear, quick shot. Score! Connor Sear shot from the line. I don't know if they hit anything out in front. And if it couldn't, that'll be Sear's second goal in 2 games. And it gets 4-0. So that'll be a big plus for the Toros when they go into the playoffs. If they can get scoring from the defense as well with Sear on a roll, that goes behind the net. That's in behind the goal goes Connor Sear. Try to get it around Simon as that goes around. Knocked down by Greco in his own end. That goes behind the net goes Gage Ford. Ford to the other side for Rizlo to try and get it out. Picked up there by Simon as he tried to throw it to the net. Picked up there by Gage Ford and into the zone it comes. Tried for a shot. That's going to go wide of the net. Sear tried to chip it around there for Sabrizi. And when Sabrizi chips it off the board. Trying to go now is Cameron Ryan. Scooped up there by Sabrizi into the zone. Sabrizi with some nice moves. In with a backhand. That's going to get into the left hand of Lane for a face-off. And a draw that gets picked up there by number 20. Trying to fire it around the boards. That's going down the ice. And scooped up in his own end comes Menko. And from his own end goes Whitney. That gets kept in there from the line. McKenzie trying to battle away at it. Knocks it down for Leeson, who tries to take a shot. Leeson gets his shot, and it goes wide of the net. Takes a camera around the boards. Peterborough trying to keep it in the zone as it's in there for Whitney. Whitney trying to throw it out of front. He's got a man. Whitney back to the line for McKenzie. McKenzie a shot, tipped it in front, and it was tipped by Davidson in behind the goal. Coming around there, they try and tip it out for Perot. Nicholas Perot uses the boards with a nice play to get it up there for Hannon. Jack Hannon lost the puck. Taylor helps him out. Tries to get in the zone. sweeps it behind the net. As the Toros try and find a lane to get it out. That's coming right here at center, knocked down by Hazelton. Got Hazelton to the other side for Maddox as they try and start the lane for Colton Neely, who's had a couple of opportunities here, especially in the second period, just couldn't put one on the board, but his teammates have helped him out with 4, which leads the Toros to a 4-0 lead. One by Taylor, one by Pro. I believe the third one went to Aiden Howard, and Connor Sear got the last one for the Toros, as that gets touched in the Toros end for offside. Face-off that's coming off just inside the line. Jack Hazelton moves it to the other side for Maddox as he tries to find the lane, dumps it off the boards. Right into the zone they come. Connor Cole trying to get away. He goes into the corner. Cole with some nice move. Shot! Caught there by Lane, who hangs on to the rebound out in front. Trying to win that draw up to the left of Lane. They win it as it goes behind the net. It's played by Jones to take it behind the goal. Jones getting pressured on and behind the net as it's coming around there for Aiden Howard. Simon trying to chip it out. Kept in by Hazelton from the line. Jack Hazelton will fire it back in behind the net. And Peterborough will take it back in their own end with a late pass. Not going to get it out as Maddox held the line nicely. Ethan Maddox will take it back in his own end. Try and use the boards to chip it out. Couldn't do it. And now it's Simon that throws it at the goal, wide of the net. Howard tried to keep it in. That goes into the corner. Under 10 minutes left to go here in the game. 2 in the second for the Toros. 2 in the third for the Toros. Has it 4-0. Greco knocked down that clearing attempt from Maddox as it goes behind the net. Ethan Maddox with a lead pass for Colton Neely, leading it up to the other side for Howard as he's going to pick that puck up. That's going in behind the goal. Lane coming out of his own end to stop the puck in behind the net. Peterborough trying to chip it out with that late pass up through center. They're going to get in the zone with Whitney. Try and get around Sears Whitney, and he pushed them wide. That'll be another penalty coming up to Sear as he pushed Whitney off the puck before he could get his scoring opportunity away. So it might go for interference coming up here. We'll see what the referee is going to call. 2 minutes for roughing, I believe, is the call against Sear. Mason will take the draw off to the left of Foreman. One there by Peterborough. Naylor with a pass over there for Entwistle. With a shot. Left pad save, a right pad save. By Foreman as he kicked it nicely to stop Entwistle. They try and set things up from the face-off circle now. Over to the side for Ryan. He tries to find a lane. Ryan setting it up with a shot. That goes wide as Whitney tried to take the bounce off the boards. Davidson behind the net, getting out man 2-on-1 in behind the goal. Peterborough came up with the puck, but Ryan couldn't stuff it in from the side. Parker Rudlow with the opportunity to clear. Can't get it past the line, past Mailer. Mailer's shot is going to get blocked out in front. Get thrown at the goal. Menko tries to chip it away. Parker Rudlow on the loose puck will find the lane. Can't get it out. Leeson shot. Caught there by Foreman for another face-off. A draw that's coming off to the left of Foreman. Face-off got one there in their own end as it goes behind the net. Trying to chip it out there was number 18, Brady. Brady had the puck, turns it over to Sabrizi as they try and start it up through center. Sabrizi into the zone. Try to get a shot away. He's going to take it to the net. Shot got stopped there by Lane. That's going in behind the net as they try and fire it around. It gets knocked down there by Mailer. Or Cooper fires it behind the net. Good Ford trying to chip it out. Couldn't do it as it's in behind the net. Simon trying to throw it out in front and it gets swept down the ice. And it'll go right into Mailer for the stop. Coming around the boards. Trying to chip it out there with Pro. Nicholas Pro couldn't get it out of the zone. Scooped up there by Cooper as he tried to throw it out to net. Stopped there by Foreman. Hazelton will take it back in his own end. With a lead pass, trying to get into the zone. Getting in there with Hannon. Jack Hannon tried to take a shot, takes it behind the goal. Hannon setting it up in front. Big stop with the rebound out of front. And it is going to be a goal. Has made it 5-0. Face off. Getting one there by the Toros. So goes in behind the net. Hazelton with a late pass for Pro. They try and get it into the zone. That went over the stick, and Whitney tried to go with it. LeGressley trying to go behind the net. Here comes the opportunity for LeGressley. He gets taken down there by Maddox with a nice hit. Stripped up there by Taylor into the zone. Taylor fires it back in behind the net. As it goes behind the goal, that's Jones on the loose puck. Trying to chip it away. Getting it up there for Ryan. Moving it to the other side. We're going to come up into the zone, in over the blue line. For the opportunity to shoot it. That'll be a penalty coming up here to the Toros. A face off. It's coming off to the left of the goal. Getting one there by the Toros. Back in behind the net. Scooped up. Back to the line for Ebwhistle. Ebwhistle tries to shoot the puck as it goes in behind the net. Ebwhistle fire it behind the goal for Brady. It was over his stick. Menko tries to fire it around. Connor Cole tried to chip it out. As they try and chip it in there was number 92, Hyman. He gets it over there for Brady. Brady's shot caught there by Foreman, and he'll hold on to the face-off. The face-off that's coming off to the right. Greco versus Connor Cole. Around the boards there for Colton Neely trying to chip it out. And skipped up there by Simon. Simon's pass was out of his reach. Moving it to the other side as they try and find a lane. Simon will pick it up in his own end. Simon moving it to the other side for Greco as he tries to get into the zone. Greco with a pass, with a shot, stopped there by Foreman, and he'll hold on to it. A face off the top to the left of the goal. Quick shot is going to get blocked at the front and go high and wide over the net. Ford trying to fire it around. Tried to find Perot on the loose puck. Nicholas Perot with a nice move. Dumped it down the ice, picked up there by Miller. As Hayden Howard sweeps it up, and it goes down the ice, scooped up there by the Peterborough goalie, and leaves it behind the net. Getting picked up there by Ford. Gage Ford will take it back in his own end. He'll take it behind the goal and try and start it up with a late pass for Perot. Perot trying to chip it in there. That'll be Leeson on the loose puck. Leeson trying to take it behind the goal. Leeson a shot. Trying to find it out front. Stuffed in. Stopped there by Foreman with the left pad save. And tried to tip it away. That goes behind the net for Gage Ford. Ford's lead pass for Hayden Howard. He tries to find a lane to tip it out. It goes there for Ford again. Gage Ford to the other side for Perot. Tried to scoop it up. Nicholas Perot tried to get away. Couldn't do it. Now he picks it up and just backhands it right back in behind the goal. 3:54 left to go here in period. Number 3, Toros hanging on to a 5-0 lead. Maddox tried to move it to the other side. Parker Rusler tried to pick up the loose puck. Into the zone he comes. Pass for Kevin Ryan with a backhand and got blocked out in front. Quick shot from the line, tipped out in front, and it's a blocker save there from Lane. And they try and pick up the loose puck. Digging it behind the goal. Sturge trying to fire it around as they're going to move it up through center. As it comes into the zone comes Hyman. Hyman dumps it down right in on goal. Foreman makes the easy stop as they chip it out. That'll be Jones in his own end. Blocked there by Rusler. Trying to turn on the Jets. It's Parker Rusler with a shot. It's going to go wide. Take a bounce out of front. Leading it up into the zone. Comes LeGressley with some nice moves. Finally was taken off his feet. Late pass for Sabrizi as he tries to get in. Sabrizi for Rusler. Trying to get into the zone. Parker Rusler back down low. For Sabrizi with a shot. stopped out of front. Rebound out of front of the goal. The Toros tried to cash in on another loose puck out of front, but that one was stopped by Lane, and he was able to hang on to that rebound with 2:44 left to go. And a draw that's coming off to the left of the Peterborough goal. The big second period starting things for the Toros. They got off to a 2-0 lead, and they just kept capitalizing in the third with 3 goals to make it 5-0. Moving it to the other side for Eden Howard, trying to pick up the loose puck. He'll dump it down the ice, right into the corner. Connor Cole tried to chip it out. It's going to go behind the net. Scooped up there by Menko in his own end. Moves it to the other side, and Davidson and Menko playing touch with the loose puck. Slipped up through center, picked up there by number 11, Greco. And Greco tried to go to the net. Couldn't shoot it. Takes it beyond the goal. Throwing at the net, it's going to go wide. Scooping it out of front, number 91. Trying to shoot it out of front of the goal. It's going to go wide of the net. As number 91, Cooper tried to do something. Goes behind the net. There's the Toros, number 91. Aiden Howard can't chip it out of the zone. Approaching the last minute of play of period number 3. Toros cruising to a 5-0 lead with a late pass out of the reach of Connor Cole. Cole trying to take it in the zone. As it's back in behind the net. Aiden Howard tried to go to the loose puck with Hyman. It goes back in behind the net. Mailer will take it back in his own end. Mailer kicks his man into the boards. Tries to hold him there in behind the net. Throwing it out in front. Almost handed out in front of the goal. Sear will take it back in his own end. Connor Sear tries to ring it around, and it gets kept in there and fired away by James Davidson down the ice. Scooped up in their own end as they go for a late pass. It's going to get scooped up there by Taylor. Trying to go off to the races. He had it poked off his stick. Scooped up there by McKenzie now. McKenzie in the zone, had it stripped off his stick. And the Toros with 30 seconds left are going to cruise here. The only question left to go is whether Brett Foreman gets that secret word. That goes to behind the net. Whitney will pick it up. 15 seconds left. That goes behind the net. Peterborough trying to get it out. McKenzie is going to move it up through center with a late pass for Hyman. Out of his reach. Sear gets the opportunity to clear. Gets taken into the penalty box area. Toros cruise to a 5-0 win. And that's the word Brett Foreman gets it. It's a story for him. And the Toros go with some 2-2 in the first period. Let the Toros get into the game in the second when they scored 2 goals. And they didn't look back for 3 more in the third. And they get 5-0. And the stimulation continues to the minor 3 double Toros. When they cover Northumberland, they take on the Northumberland Knights on Friday night. Then it's 50-50.